Hi, we are in England during an Italian flag casting course, and I am with my friend Steve Parks, the owner and designer and builder of the Atomsix rods. Steve is one of better rod makers I have known, and I think the best. Steve, can you tell us about Atomsix rod?
Okay, when I first started to design the rods, I wanted a rod, number one, to cast, that casts as good as I can make it. That's the most important thing. So we found a production where they have a facility with an autoclave. Now, an autoclave is a pressurized special oven, and for carbon fiber in the military or motor racing, they will only use carbon that is made in an autoclave. So I'm very lucky to have a factory that makes my blanks in an autoclave. And what you get is you get the molecular structure of the carbon is superior. So longevity and transfer of power from your hand to the line is better. That, I think, is for me the big difference in the rods.
What about the autoclave system?
Well, it's a pressurized oven. Normally, when you make a fly rod blank, you wrap a plastic around the blank, and when it goes in the oven, the plastic starts to shrink. The problem with this is at the precise time you need most pressure, the plastic is starting to relax. Okay? With an autoclave, the pressure is constant. So all through the process of curing the carbon, it's constant and it's precise, and you produce a better carbon, which is what we're trying to do.
Very interesting. What are the material do you usually use for make your art?
Okay, well, we use many different carbon cloths and materials, but I think the main materials that make a difference are the blends of things like M46J, which is a very high modulus carbon. So for the stiffer parts of the rod, it makes the rod stiff where you want it but light. And then for the parts of the rod where you need the strength and the flex, we use a carbon called T1000. Also, we use very fine carbon scrims, which is the material on the back of the carbon cloth, and that helps to stop the blank from overling when you are casting, and more power.
Steve, can you tell us something about the latest Atomsix rods?
Okay, well, we're developing, always playing with new line weights, always new lengths and things. The two I'm working on right now is a 6'6" 2-weight, a little for fishing little tiny streams. And I'm also trying to build a rod for people who fish for pike and in salt water. So a 9-foot 9 weight, very powerful, casting into high winds for big bonefish in the Caribbean, you know.
And what about the Magliocco rods?
Well, as you know, we spent a long time developing the Magliocco rod. We were making many prototypes, and it's only when we get it precise, you know. You wanted it just so.
It's very nice rod. And we stay in England, and we in New Yorkshire, and we attend up the Teleafrican course. What do you think about it?
I think the big difference between the Italian style we're being taught and our traditional style is it's more focused. It's thinking what the fish is doing, and it's more focused in putting the fly to the fish and the fish take the fly, rather than wait. It's there's fish, one. It's control and it's focus, and that I think is a fisherman is thinking more about what he's trying to do, and it's good. It's good. I like it.
Okay, guys. From England is I think is Hull. Thank you, Steve.
You're very welcome.
At the next time. Bye.
Ciao.